screaming. It's asbestosis.
Oh, I'll go and see what it is.
It's easy, had a bad dream.
Are you all right? Oh, what's going on?
Probably you slamming that car door that frightened him.
Oh, sorry, Terry. You all right now, mate?
Oh, not me, the parrot.
Oh, what's up? Oh, wait, I'm going back to bed. Early birds, aren't we?
Ah, parrot is.
Here, girl. Here, girl. Where are you, girl?
Paul, what on earth are you doing?
Looking for the dog. Did you let her out?
Of course.
Why?
Why do you think?
Well, you should have kept your eye on her. She's got lost.
Oh, perhaps it's gone back to its home.
What, to be thrown back in the lake? Oh, there she is. Oh, come on, then. Did you get lost? I bet she enjoys her breakfast after that little run.
I bet you'll enjoy making it. What was Ethel's mate like then?
Oh, look, I've told you everything that went on, so don't be trying to catch me out, all right?
Yeah, I know. Halfway across the world in paradise and you just looked after some old lady.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, there was something.
What?
I missed you.
Well, let me, you know.
So where else you keep the tea?
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Sorry. Honest, mate, I forgot. Sorry, Vicky.
Just get out.
Right. Sorry. Oh, whereabouts do you say they were again? They're in the biscuit tin.
Have you got a lock on that door?
No, don't need one. It'll be all right.
Will it?
Yeah.
Oh, who is it?
Have you got the keys to the van, Terry?
Oh, come in.
Up there in my jeans.
All right. Sorry, Mike said you weren't actually, or else I wouldn't have. I got 'em. Sorry, Vicky.
We might as well get dressed.
Why?
Why? Before Mick comes in and wants his socks, darling. Chairs iron or something.
I mean, they're all, to help us out with the rent.
It's some consolation to me.
Where are you going?
To the bathroom. Don't worry. I'll shout down and let them all know what I'm doing. Who was that?
Chris.
You only saw him last night.
He's got his holiday photos through to show me.
Oh, he's not bringing them round here with the house and the state it's in.
I don't think Chris will worry too much about that, Mum.
Oh, hello.
There we are.
Hello.
Can I help you today?
Certainly can. Feel up to it, do you?
Well, if it helps speed things along. Not that I had got much sleep last night with that puppy whining.
Did you hear her, Gordon?
No.
Well, she obviously can't stay in the house when the decorating's finished.
Oh, where is she going to stay then?
Well, she's not. We agreed it was a temporary arrangement.
Well, we agreed on a couple of weeks at least.
No, I said a couple of days. I think that was a bit rash.
She's only been in the house one night.
One night too many. I mean, if only she was in
Would
the...
you pass me that paper, please, and a pencil?
It's not as though she was in the garden in a kennel.
Oh, you don't mind if she's outside?
She's got to stay here for another couple of weeks. Well, I'd just as soon she was in the garden.
I'll build a kennel.
Good lad. Pass me that plug.
We mustn't be silly about this. I mean, you drag a dog from the lake. You don't know where she came from, anything about her. She could be riddled with disease. In fact, that's probably why she was thrown there in the first place.
All right. I'll carry on with the decorating. Gordon can build a kennel. And you can take her along to the vet's for a check-up.
Me?
Oh, yes, why not?
Well,
The least we can do is look after her while she's in our care. It'd be cruel not to.
I suppose so. How much will it cost?
Well, it can come out of the money we're going to save on the decorating. You know, if you hadn't complained to me about using your scissors for this job, I wouldn't have found her in the first place, would I?
All right, shall we? Are you going to get out of that pit at all today, or what? It's 11:30.
Oh, it's just thrown me having this time off. My body can't cope.
Yeah, we're going to play a few hands. Do you want to?
Give us time to come round, will you?
All right.
Oh.
Right then.
You haven't told me where we're going yet.
You better just come along and find out.
Yeah, well, I'm not one for playing silly beggars, you know.
All right, Teddy. Neither am I. We're going to meet someone who's going to make your mind up once and for all about this asbestos business.
Oh, cheers, mate. So what time did you get in there?
About 7 o'clock. I dropped her off at work on the way in.
Did you have a good night?
That's an understatement. She was an absolute corker.
Was she local?
Toxteth. I was quite surprised, really. I thought there'd all be slags from around there.
You thought what?
Yeah, I'd only ever seen it on the telly. It's not that bad, really.
And you thought just because it was a run-down area that all the women living in it would be slags?
Yeah, something like that.
And just what is a slag in your opinion?
Listen, darling, I just want a quiet game of cards, all right?
Let's leave it, eh?
I suppose you consider me a slag, do you? It doesn't matter, you just walk into the bedroom whenever you feel like it.
Come on, Vicky, explain about that.
Yeah, I'd forgotten you were here. Sorry again.
Well, it was a bit of a liberty.
You haven't forgotten I was there, don't give me that.
You know, don't go making out I'm some kind of pervert walking in on a bloke and his bird.
A bloke and his bird, slags, just where do you rate women above or below plant life?
Here, Tell, get her off my back, will you, for Christ's sake?
It's me that's talking to you, not him.
Hey, hang on.
This place is mad, it's like a bloody zoo.
No, not the parrots. I can smell burning. Are you right, Pat? Mick, your bed's on fire! Get off! Mick, get off the bed!
I've never seen him move. I must have nodded off and my pipe's still lit.
Oh, you could have burned the house down, Mick.
Oh, this isn't on, Mick. No smoking in bed. In fact, pack that pipe in altogether.
Okay, enough said.
Oh, look at the state of that, look.
All right. Is it dinner time yet?
Come in. Hello, Martin.
We all right, Don?
Oh, it's a stranger, then.
Sorry, Don. This is Bobby Grant, union man.
Hello, lads. Pleased to meet you. You're the first union broke I've met since I left. Not come collecting back dues, have you?
Bobby's on the case. Thought you might be able to make his mind up for him. Hey, how are you today?
Good as yet. You want me to tell him about it?
Only if you feel up to it, Don.
Last time you come, I said, bring 'em all, and I'll tell 'em straight.
Don was a general labourer at a place where the process involved hot acid, so all the pipes were lagged. It's very corrosive, so the pipes have to be renewed regularly. Don used to clear away the asbestos when the pipes had been stripped.
Nobody told me it were harmful. I just used to spade it into the barrow and cart it off. That's what's done for me.
How long have you been finished work now?
4 years this Easter. If I see this Easter.
Come on, don't be talking like that.
I was only a labourer, but I was never a fool.
I'm sorry.
You're embarrassed. It's all right, I'm used to it. Folks don't know what to say to someone that's dying.
Bobby's been wondering what to do about our place. Whether to call the health inspector in or not. Haven't you, Bob?
Well, you were spading and stuff. What we have at the moment is fibres in here. Management say it's well within the legal limit.
Don't let them kid you. Just think about saving lives, that's all.
I am, but I'm starting to think about saving jobs.
Tell them what the pain's like. Starts in my chest. Runs along every vein and nerve. It takes over. I have to scream out. Stick a hanky in my mouth. Pull the bedclothes over my head. And I scream. Wouldn't wish that on worst man that ever lived.
We'll let you rest, eh?
No, stay a bit. I don't get many visitors now.
This must be your dad, is it, son?
Aye.
I thought so. He's the dead spit of him. You must be proud of them both. Your son and your grandson.
That's me in photograph. 5 years ago. I enjoyed me cricket.
£18.50 for the inoculation.
Oh, well, she's worth it, Mum.
Is she?
Oh, I must remember to ask Dad to save some paper from the front room so I can decorate her kennel when I've finished it.
She'll be long gone before your father's finished the papering. And don't you go putting too much time and effort into that thing. She's not staying.
How can you look at her, Mum, and not have some sympathy?
Very easily.
Makes you put everything in proportion, doesn't it?
Yeah. He used to be a strapping 15-stoner.
Jesus, it's terrible, that.
Yeah, so what are you going to do?
I'm going to call the factory inspector in first. Second thing, I'm going to check out those takeover rumours.
Good.
We'll be about as popular as a cat as a dog show us.
I reckon we can handle it.
The lads must not have poured out on, no, mustn't they?
They do. They don't want to see the obvious. But then he's just got cancer.
Could be pretty rough on you, you know, lad.
Yeah. Well, I did a bit of boxing in the army. I reckon I can manage.
Oh, why, how long were you in?
3 years.
What made you get out?
Didn't like the way it was run.
Oh, dear. You do surprise me.
You got to understand, I've been travelling for years and I never really get the chance to make friends properly with women. It's quite a lonely life, you know, Vicky. And maybe I go over the top sometimes trying to hide that.
You're breaking my heart.
That's exactly what I mean. I mean, how many times would my heart be broken when I moved on if I allowed the real me to surface?
Just what is with you?
My mum and dad split up when I was 9. I lived with my auntie and her 4 kids. They were all much older than me and they hated me being there.
Oh.
Oh, thanks a lot. Anyway, as soon as I was old enough, I left, served my apprenticeship in the northeast, where I almost got married.
This sounds like a well-worn tale.
It's still the truth. We were engaged. Saved up in a building society and all that. I thought the world of her.
So what happened?
North Sea oil.
North Sea oil?
Yeah. Loads of people came up to the area and made a fortune.
What's North Sea oil got to do with it?
You wouldn't believe it. She went off with a Norwegian diver. Last thing I heard, she's married and has 3 kids and lives in Stavanger.
I mean, she just left you because he had more money.
Well, yeah, that was part of it. She was quite plain girl, really. Innocent. I reckon we'd have had it made if Eric hadn't come along. He'd travel the world and he was big and blonde. I told her his ancestors had probably been over here raping and pillaging her ancestors. She wouldn't have it. So we divided up the building society accounts, and that was that.
Well, that's when you started travelling round then?
Yeah. I never really got over Kath. Don't suppose I'll ever find another like her.
Not if you keep treating women like paperback books and just slinging them away when you finish them. No, you won't, like.
So you tell me what's the alternative then, eh? Risk being gutted again?
I don't know. How long were you engaged?
10 months and 1 week. From the time we opened the building society account to the time we closed it. I've still got the passport.
You'll get over it. Eventually.
Yeah, maybe. But I hope you understand. I mean, even just a bit.
This is all true, isn't it?
I'm a Brickie, Vicky. Not Barbara Cartland. Yeah, but why should you believe me? I'll be moving on soon anyway, so it shouldn't make that much odds. I don't know why, though. I just wanted to tell you.
That's it. Oh, hi, Chris.
Hiya. What are you doing?
Oh, guess.
Making firewood.
Oh, here they are.
Yep. What are you making?
Well, it's a dog kennel.
How long have you had a dog?
Well, only since yesterday. Dad pulled it from the lake. Somebody had tied it in a sack.
Poor dog. Yeah. What kind is it?
It's just a mongrel.
Didn't know you were into carpentry.
Well, it's not exactly Chippendale stuff, Chris, but I can do a bit. Worked for a friend's father in France, you know. So, let's see your snaps, then.
It's a great place. I can thoroughly recommend it, sir.
Yeah? Well, you know I was green with envy, so you can cut the sales talk. All these other people travel agents on a freebie.
Most of them. That's Maureen from Rochdale. That's Kenny, whose brother's got a pub in Lancaster. Promised a free drink anytime I'm passing.
Great.
And that's Stephanie and Brian, who are on their honeymoon. Don't even know how they got into the picture.
And who's that standing next to you?
Oh, that's Wolf from the tourist board. Oh, it's all right. He's straight. So what you been doing?
Making dog kennels. Oh, and Mum bought an antique that wasn't.
What, she got ripped off, you mean?
Yeah, well, it didn't cost a fortune, Chris. It's quite simple, really. It was just plywood covered with an old fabric.
Woodwork used to be my second favourite subject next to geography.
Oh, yes. I remember your stuff on open day in the woodwork room.
You're pretty good yourself. Hey, we could make a team. Put our hobby to some use.
Doing what?
Well, could do worse than ripping people off with fake antiques.
Couldn't do that. The market's flooded anyway.
Oh, what about coming down market? What about stripping pine?
Is there any pine furniture left on the strip?
Hey, you'd be surprised. Bit of stripping, bit of restoration, you know, tarting up. It could be a market.
Yeah. Well, as long as we started with something small and cheap.
All right. It's worth a go.
Yeah, but I'm almost broke, Chris.
Oh, starting on an even footing, then.
Hello, Christopher. Have a good trip?
Yes, thanks.
I've always fancied Austria. Is it as good as they say?
Better. Think we'd be doing lots of business there.
Oh, watch him, Dad. He's paid to say things like that.
Hey, I wouldn't tell lies, even if it did mean losing a commission.
No, I'll bet.
Candle's coming along nicely?
Yeah, I should have it finished today, Dad. You've still got some friends from work, haven't you?
And some enemies. Why?
I was wondering, do you think you could get us some caustic soda, wholesale?
What for?
Well, we're going into stripping.
Pine.
Oh. Where are you going to do all this? It's dangerous stuff.
Garage?
Possibly. You need to be careful. I've seen too many accidents with chemicals when people have ignored the dangers.
Poor man. No chance of him recovering.
No, he's dying quickly.
God, how'd you cope with something like that?
I don't know, Shay. I hope we never have to find out. God knows how many lives have been wasted over the years through ignorance, eh? It's funny, but when I was on my own, I shed a little tear for that fella. And yet I can't help him. But I can help the others, can't I? What sort of a day have you had?
Oh, so-so. Hey, I was talking to Annabelle earlier. They've got a dog.
A dog?
Yeah. Paul pulled it out the lake.
Are you going to keep it?
Won't surprise me.
Well, I hope you teach it to use their back garden, not the close. There's nothing worse than dog days all over the pavements.
Our Claire into everything, that's all we'd need.
One bit near our Claire and it goes back in the lake. And Paul Collins with it.
Thought you liked dogs.
We do, hot dogs. We had enough on the old estate with packs of dogs right round, and we don't want it here.
I never had sewing lessons, you know.
Would never have guessed.
It's a bit rough, but I did my best.
You did do it in the first place, Mick. Smoking a pipe in bed's disgusting.
Yeah.
You would have packed that in, you know.
It's company.
It's the only company you'll ever get if you don't stop it.
Yeah, well, you get used to your own company, don't you, though? I mean, we're usually in digs with people like us, aren't we? It's great stopping here.
Yeah. Mike was telling me about Kathy and Eric.
Was he?
Yeah, I think he felt a bit better pouring it all out, you know.
Did he tell you the full story?
Are you so surprised?
Because Eric could kill him if he found out.
Why?
Because Eric thinks it's his kid. Mike got out of that by skin of his teeth. At one point, he thought he would have to bloody marry her.
Mike, you lying, two-faced, chauvinistic, obnoxious... was all that about?
Oh, nothing. Just a cock and bull story Mick told me. I'm going soft, me, you know. I should have known better.
What was it?
Oh, it's only something stupid. No harm done except me looking stupid.
Right. I've had enough of them as well.
Still need the rent money, remember?
Look, there are limits, you know.
Good. Oh, look, I'll see you tonight, OK?
You're all right. You should have seen her face.
No, I shouldn't. I was much better off upstairs out of it.
He said to me, Mike's been telling me all about Kathy and Harry.
I can't believe it. I'll give her the full story. Right. You've had your fun. Now there's going to be some changes round here. Oh, come on, Joe. It's only a laugh. Oh, a laugh? Well, I like a good laugh myself. In fact, I'm going to have a nice little smile on my face while you're hoovering here, you're cleaning the kitchen, and you're cleaning your room.
Yeah, come on, we pay good rent, you know.
We'd survive. Now get to work or get out.
Hey, no, wait a minute, mate. No, hang on.
You shut up. You're getting as bad as they are. Get to work or get out. It's as simple as that.
It's a bit strong, man.
Well, it's up to you.
So, what are you going to do then, eh?
Me? I'm going to supervise. Well, go on.
Come on, mate. Give us a hand.